and go.
Uh, I don't know where to start this, but I've been getting a lot of people begging me for a receiving tutorial, and I shall show you the ways of how to receive coming from a top 2 libero, myself, and top 5 libero right here. Look at this guy. Look at this sexy man.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And coming from an old gen named Natsu. He's very old, actually. Older than me, probably. And we have Fern, our special guest. I'll post his Discord in the description. He needs people. He needs friends, actually. I'm kidding. Danny will be on longs, and I'll go through the basics and the powers. So basically, if you want to get better at receiving serves, and if you're on shorts, the best power to use between those is 3 to 4. 3 meaning like really short, so like right here, around right there. That's gonna be on net. Oh,
Front here.
yeah, around here. 4 is like back here because they kind of changed it where like the ball kind of like goes a little bit farther now, unless you like adjust it or move it to the side a little bit like that. Yeah. So when you're receiving shorts on a serve, you should probably always move back, like always, just like getting ready for like the serve coming, so not to serve a ball really quickly. Okay, so he served it. Now I would lower my power right there because he kind of like, served it a little bit slow and it went up a little bit. So that's why I lowered my power to 2. And that's just really how simple. And on really like, now, not to, I want you to serve it like really far out now, not slow. Okay, so now he served it all up. Now I use 4 power. And that'd still be towards it, but I might have maybe had to use a little bit more, like 5, because, that's the
Oh no,
key.
yeah.
A little bit
Line
more.
is mostly 5 and 6.
Your goal is to aim like at the net, like at least on the net, not over the net, just on the net, like where your setter can like get the ball on the net. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Okay, so that's basically the basics to receive serves. All right, the next thing I'm gonna move on is to receive shorts. I know a lot of people will be like thinking, "Hey, Kiro, how do you get better at shorts? Hey, Kiro, how do you receive better?" Like, all right, I'm gonna teach you the simple basics. All right. So step 1 is to look and read your spiker. Reading a spiker is really not that hard if you just look at your blockers and where they're lined up. So right now, Fern is blocking the cut, so he won't hit the cut because he's gonna get blocked. So that's why my first instinct is to move all the way over here on the straight. And when he spikes it, I receive it, and it goes straight over there. It's perfect enough to where you could also use 3, which goes to the middle if you want it, or 2, whatever, because this game's cool. But let's just say the blocker makes a mistake, and he made his gap with the spiker too big, so now he's gonna hit a cut. So when I see that, like that, see? When I see that, I want to move myself a little bit, like, not on the line. Like, not try to always focus on being on the line right here. Try to focus on being in the middle a little bit like that. It's like you can move around and shit. So like that. Now, the hardest part about receiving shorts is the fact that any player front row can just use a quick or a fast power, like ground powers like 5, 8, 3, or 2, or 1. Any of those just quicks in general. And that's the hardest part about it is because you have to read. It's not even up to your blockers at this point. It's up to you if how fast you can respond to it. So like, for example, let's just say I don't have a blocker right now and Natsu's just gonna spike on me in like any direction he wants to. It's up to you how fast you can see where he spikes. It's not, and don't blame yourself if you can't receive it. It's just solely how well you are rounded with the game and just how well you are just reading the animation and how fast you are. You're not always going to receive it, and it's always not your fault. Danny, he's going to show you how to receive longs because, it's simple like that. So, I'll be blocking with Fern. I'll be blocking the cut. So both of us will be blocking the cut, and he's just going to hit it long straight. Okay, so you see how Danny positions himself over here on near the line? And I like to call it your box. So basically, if you're positioned longs, which is back left or back left or back right, I can't fucking speak. You have a box right here. Just imagine this is your box. Stay in your box because, I like to stay in my box. I don't want to go all the way up right here to receive longs because, he can hit really
Oh my god,
fast
that's
power.
annoying.
Yeah, I know, it really is. But also, here's another thing. Don't always just like go to straight to the line, like right here. Like, dude, this just really not gonna work out for you. Like, he could hit like over there, and you're gonna still miss. You're like gonna be like, fuck. But yet, I'll just do it again for you because you know we're cool like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, just like that. The hardest fucking bullshit in this game. Well, you know, like I said, not every fucking spike is receivable, but some are. What I mean by some are is that let's get Danny to block the straight really quickly. So that is solely how fast you spam your sprint button. Your sprint button is T. If you spam it like before the spike is already going up, then you should probably be able to run to your destined, or you could dive. Like see, the 3 button exists in this game. It's
Yo, send the link. Send the link.
I shall send the link to you, Ryan. So like here, Nazi will spike again. If you dive, if you position yourself where you want to dive and you look at the block, or I mean not the block, the fucking spiker. Am I stupid?
Yes.
You will always, it's literally a 75% chance he'll hit your legs, your arm, or your head. Just saying. Because your hitbox is actually, what's it called? Not even your arms. It's actually your chest.
Look,
So it's
look at the bottom hitbox. That's the bottom hitbox right with that.
that's literally your hitbox right there. If you can just
The
look at
bottom
it.
one.
That's your bottom hitbox. It's literally a box. It's not even a fucking like, it's not even like your actual character. It's just a box. So it doesn't really matter how far out you dive or how low you dive. It just depends of where like where you know like position yourself. So like say like I push him. You see like look I missed right there because he hit a net in and it was slowed down and like I kind of died. Okay. So now we shall go on to the fun shit, the really cool shit that you can show off to your friends that you're insane. Okay, so we're gonna have Fern in the middle right here. Yeah. Okay. Now, Danny, can you go set Fern? I mean, not Fern. Natsu like 5 ground. And
All right.
Natsu, just hit the ball anywhere you want. I'm probably gonna get dog shitted on, but it's whatever. And Fern, just try to block it. Okay, so right there is because that was solely like up to me, like
Oh,
how
I could
fast
do
I
it. I
could.
could explain. I could explain. I could explain.
Yes, Danny, take
All
it
right, all right,
over.
all right.
Bro,
So like what happened there is a mistake that a lot of spikers do is they pre-jump a lot, and that makes it so easy for Kiro to read. So just watch out for that. And he dove. He dove.
Yeah,
So
actually,
just read the animation. As a libero, you're supposed to read the animation. It should be pretty easy by now. So yeah, I mean Kiro's goaded. That's why.
also add on to that note.
okay, bro.
The reason why I dove to my left is because when I saw him when I saw him jump like that, like since I was really late on that and I didn't press my T button or at all, you didn't see my T button or my sprint even go down, so that's why I kind of missed it. But I did press my T button on the last clip, so that's why I was be able to go. And also, one thing, spikers will delay the ball. Like they'll fake you out. Just saying, if it's just a 1v1 versus you, you have to think with your own instincts at this point. You can't just look at the block and be like, oh, okay, so he's gonna hit a straight, but it turns out he's gonna hit a cut. So he could delay it as long as he can if he wants to. Literally, he can just do that, and I can miss the ball.
A good example of that is Power Three. They
Yeah, I kind of missed it. See, that was kind of easier to read because he jumped a little bit too early, and like I kind of already positioned myself where I was, and like I kind of received it. So like he'll give you a little bit more like that. Yeah, I missed it again as well because I couldn't really like, position myself correctly. And that's a common mistake with a lot of liberos. They kind of position themselves way too early in the spot and they tend to go a little bit too forward like right here, which is nowhere near where the spiker is actually going to hit. Because if you're hitting on the net and you hit a cut and he presses W really late, it's going to either go far out over the line or either in the sand or in the box, like I like to call it. Like that, exactly. On a note though, the best way for a person to get better at back row, like out of all of this combined, is just to just completely practice just looking at the spiker's animation and just reading. You don't even have to like be good at the power. You could like receive over every single time and just receive all the like every single ball that comes away from you can just receive over, but still like be really fucking good at fucking back row. And back row right now is really like I'm gonna just say it's underrated because a lot of people love to play front row. Like that's usually like the first keen aspect in this game. It's like, okay, if you're a cool front row, that means everyone will respect you. That's true, but like
Like
yet
me,
again,
like me.
yeah, it's
Gang
just like
shit.
Ryan, just like Ryan. But like I was saying, back row players are actually insane in this game, and there are a lot of people better than me. And I might not be the best, like, making this video for you guys about it, but I'm one of the at least most keen in it because I've been playing it for
Stays
like.
top to look.
I'm better than most of the Wakatani guys. I mean, what? Who said that?
Okay, if
Yo,
user Tom is watching this video, I did not say shit. I don't
me
know
neither.
this guy.
I'm just saying.
Some random said that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, this is how you receive in volleyball, Lego volleyball. Uh, we shall zoom in to this beautiful piece of shit right here. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. All of you, all three of you, line up right now.
What the hell is this, bro? What the hell is this cringe?
This guy got a Supreme bucket hat on. Oh, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa!
whoa.
Also, I almost forgot one last thing, rebounding. Rebounding is the concept of where when your spiker on your team hits into the block like that and it comes back to you and you are the libero and you have to cover him, which means pick up the ball. So basically how to do it is it's actually really simple. It's like one of the simplest things to actually know to becoming, a great back row player. So when your spiker is going to hit a straight, right? And you know it's going to be like he's going to hit down, try to move yourself in the box. This is the box right here. Move yourself into the box and just receive the ball with one or two, depends, up to you. And just like when you do it, try to do this. Move around in it, like right here. So you don't just stay in one spot, you can move around like that. And also, that's really it for the straights. If it's longs, then get a little bit closer because like right here, I would say around the middle part, right here. Yeah, like right here or over here, it depends. And if your spiker is hitting a fat cut, like right here, then the best thing to do for me, what I would like to do is to run up immediately right here and go right here because the blocking meta right now is really different from 4.2. The old days were like, when you hit a cut, it'd land right here, but no, it's not like that anymore. So it'd land right here, the ball would go right here. So just spam your sprint, go right here and just move around like right here and just receive the ball with one power. And some cuts go like really deep and some of them go like over here and some go like right here, but mostly it's gonna be right here and right here. These two spots, like a little bit to the middle. That's where you want to go. And if your spiker is hitting the opposite direction, like right here, like a cut that way, maybe he's trying to wipe the person or like trying to do something. So just try to go the opposite way. The same thing basically, yeah. And that's really basically how you rebound. It's really not that hard, but yeah. Yeet.